What's going on, guys? Aaron Lewis here at 821 Aaron's Rookie Truckers 101, where I'm going to teach you tips and tricks of the trade that you may not have learned in school or by a trainer. The most common question on many search engine platforms is how to become a truck driver, which it is extremely simple, and I'm going to try to keep it simple. Just a little background about myself before we get started. I am 25 years old right now, and I've been driving for the past 5 years. Right now, I am currently an owner-operator, which I have been for the last year and a half. A couple things you need to know is, are you able to stay away from home for a long period of time? And that means about 4 to 6 weeks, and only be home for about 2 to 3 days. If that's okay, then you can go ahead and move on to the DLT physical, the DLT 12-panel drug test, and then potentially finding a school that's right for you. Now, when doing a DLT physical, there's only 4 things that they check for, which is hearing, vision, blood pressure, heart rate, and a urinal analysis, which is not a drug test. They just check to make sure that you have no hidden problems or conditions in your kidneys, livers, or anything like that. After that, you need to do a 12-panel drug test, which is like marijuana, cocaine, amphetamines, methamphetamines, opiates, benzos, PCP, and so much more. If you have any specific questions on the 12-panel drug test, on what you can or cannot take, just go ahead and leave me a comment, or if you want to leave it private, send me a DM. That's fine with me, and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. And if all of that is okay, then you need to go ahead and find a school. The schools are extremely simple. There's a 4-week and an 8-week program. The 4-week program is 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. The 8-week program is 5 days a week, 4 hours a day, which I recommend because you get a lot more time to learn all the driving you need, and you can be a little bit more effective by taking a longer period of time to learn your pre-trips. Trying to cram it in all at once just doesn't work, which is why I don't recommend going to a trucking company that's going to hire you, train you, get your license, and throw you on the road in under 3 weeks. Because then you end up being trained by a trainer that's literally finished their training 3 weeks ago. That's where accidents happen, and I just don't recommend it. If you can, go to a school. Try to go for one of the more expensive schools. There's so many ways to get financial help. The schools will finance you, a bank will finance you. You can even get pre-approved at a company that will pay for your schooling or even reimburse you after you finish schooling. And all you have to do is work for them for like 6 months to a year. And in California, there's a place called WorkNet, which they pay for all of the schooling and even your gas to get to school, which is what I went through. They paid the $5,000 for me to go to school and for my gas, which was amazing. And a quick breakdown of what you do at the schools is very simple. The first week is all classroom, 8 hours for the first week, no matter which program you do. You have to sit in the classroom, learn the book, and be able to pass your general knowledge, air brakes, and things like that in order to get your driver's permit. Now that's what you need to start driving the truck and learning how to back up and drive on the road, which almost every school, by the second week on that Monday, you will be in the truck driving on the road. Most schools consist of Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You will be on the road driving, learning how to get on and off the freeway and make left turns, right turns, and everything that you need to know. Tuesdays and Thursdays, you are going to be in the yard learning how to back the trailer into a door, a straight line back, an L-shaped back, which is called an Ellie dock, and then a parallel park, which is not as hard as it sounds. That's why I recommend doing the 8-week program to get all of that stuff in your head within that 8 weeks. When you cram it all in for 4 weeks, it's not enough time, and more than likely you're gonna fail on your first try. Now, the school I recommend is Western Pacific Trucking School. That's the school I went to, and I recommend so many people there. And then that's about it to get your license. It's very simple. The DLT physical, DLT drug test, and then you got to go through a 4 or 8 week schooling process in order to get your license. So if you have any questions on any of those 3 things, no matter what it's related to, the drug test or the physical, or even any questions on the schooling, just go ahead and drop me a comment, leave me a DM, whatever you need to do so I can help you get started as soon as possible. And I have a lot of knowledge for financing and financial things to help you get your license for free. If you have any of those questions, I'll be releasing a video about that in about a week or so. So that's about it for now. Subscribe to my channel if you like this video or you just like hearing me talk. Don't forget to back up and smash that like button. Come back next week for some more tips and tricks of the trade. Peace.